This is 40-gallon with verdes, corredores verdes, green, emerald. Um, these are the emerald quarries. It's not looking the best, but it's just been a while since I've shown it. I've been busy doing it, learning how to do other kinds of videos so that I can do these fish videos better. The algae is kind of like, oh yeah, what I was going to say is that I have also in here, I had marble, it's Colorado marble, and zebra jasper. The algae is kind of growing over it. This is the same kind of algae that I would get occasionally in my tanks, wherever the outflow is on the filter, and it would grow. I would leave it there until it became a thick carpet, and it would get these little hairs reaching up towards the light too, like a moss. And it was hard to tell between the two. And I would leave it there until the water flow became so obstructed that I could change the filter out and rinse it out, and it would still be overflowing just from the moss or the algae. And so what would happen then is I would remove it and I would put it at the bottom, try to keep it as a carpet, or let it grow as a carpet plant, sort of, you know what I mean? And then what would happen then is it would just kind of wither. It would, instead of, you know how it had been really thick up at the top by the light, it would get really stringy and thin and just kind of wither away. But they would kind of grow together with the moss that I had in here until eventually, I guess, the algae just kind of took over and the moss died back. I think just because it was mature. Um, uh-huh. And the algae is kind of like the only plant that will grow well in here. I think I just put most of these Java ferns in here. So what we've got is that algae that it's the same kind of algae that would grow on the filter outflow and grow in with the moss, and it'll grow in with among the plants like the guppy grass and stuff. It'll get these little cotton balls, these little cotton patches that will form. Kind of like that right there. See those little tufts? And so it'll get these little tufts, and I just let it grow. And that's what has happened here, is that it has just grown out until you can see the little hairs on that growing out like a moss. If y'all can hear the background music, that's my neighbors. Oops, trying to focus. Yeah, we keep it live out here in southeast Dallas. Look at this, man. This one is really just nice and full. Hang on. There you go. Check that out. That's just like a moss, isn't it? That's what happens when you let it grow out. So yeah, it was. Can you see why it was hard for me to tell apart this from the moss? I mean, I guess it is some kind of a kind of a moss. So yeah, this is the algae tank, and the thing, the odd thing, I guess, is that this isn't even my green water tank. I don't have a really green water tank per se, but I have one that had a bunch of Java fern in it, has a bunch of Java fern in it, and some of those plants, those old, those big plants, are mature, and those leaves are kind of getting past their prime. And so we've got a lot of algae growing out and a lot of dead leaves breaking down in there and causing the water to become green. And we've got some algae issues in there too. But this water is not very green. So you can check the color of the water whenever you shine the light through. I don't know if it comes through on camera. It's a little colored, but not too bad. Probably time for another water change. That's one thing I've been having trouble keeping up with, as you might can tell. Look at that filter intake. I need to clean that off. I mean, it doesn't hurt anything, but the filter works a lot better when you clear that off. Clear off that intake. Rinse the filter, which I have to do in this tank a lot. Anyway, I guess I just wanted to show you all that algae. That's pretty phenomenal, isn't it? Alright, I'll be showing y'all some more of my tanks. I just want to keep this short and sweet, though. But not too short and sweet.